Today I'm going to share with you a way to build your own Scottish tartan. Hi, it's Therese in Lostinpaper, and I'm really excited to be here for this release from Altenew and the new tartan background. I thought I'd share with you how to use this. It's really simple. It is kind of a big background stamp, but it has lots of layers that you can add to make your own beautiful tartan and do it whatever colours you want. So I thought I'd use some greys and blues in my tartan today because when I used to Highland dance, that was one of my favourite tartans that I ever had. My mum made my outfits for me and she was so amazing the way she used to sew and create them, and I got to choose my own tartans, and this blue and grey one was one of my favourites. So I will list all the colours that I'm stamping out here over at the blog, and I am using my Misty today just because this is a new stamp set, so I haven't conditioned the stamps, so I am actually prepping them with an eraser, but by using the Misty it also gives me the opportunity to restamp if I'm not happy with the ink coverage. So the dark grey that I used for the big background portion was charcoal soot, and then I thought I'd come in with the Ocean Waves blue. Now these colours do dry a bit lighter than they look when you initially stamp them out. I am kind of copying the packaging that comes with the Altenew stamp set, and it's a large stamp set too. So the two squares that come in the stamp set, this is the smaller one that I'm using for all of these colours here, and you can do it in whatever colours you want and have as many of similar colours, or change it up, or have it all one colour almost, or do it on some on some coloured cardstock as a background. That would work well too. But it's the largest square, so if you're looking at the set, the largest solid square stamp, say that quickly, is the one that I've done here in the dark grey. So the light grey I used was the limestone, and the darker grey was the silverstone. There's also this really fine striped square stamp. They're actually not square, it's a little bit more like a rectangle. And I am using that over top of the blue. I want it to be a little bit more muted, and because I want to make this a masculine card, and I thought that this would really take away the brightness. I do kind of wish I hadn't have stamped the very top blue square in the grey stripe, because I like the way it ended up looking with the light blue square there. But it took me I think till the next day to realise that I actually had missed a square when I was stamping. And the grey stripes I stamped in the Silver Lake. And then for these dark blue stripes, there's two versions of stitching almost. It's like 3 layers of stitching. And I used one going vertical and the other one horizontal. And I did that with the dusk ink. It was really easy to do. And this is the next day. See? That's when I noticed I hadn't actually stamped that square out. Did you see how much lighter it was too? Okay, I mis-stamped one of the squares, so the simple fix here is just to add some Prismacolor pencil of a matching colour and lightly shade that in. No one will ever know. Well, you'll know. And my sentiment today, I've decided to come in with the bold alphabet die. I've die cut it twice, once in some dark grey cardstock, and the second time I've used my fun foam, funky foam sheets, whatever you want to call it, and die cut the same letters again, added some matte medium, and then adhered them on top, popped them aside to dry just for a couple of minutes while I stamp out my sub-sentiment, which is from the Superscript set. This is an oldie but a goodie, and I did stamp that with the charcoal soot today and cut it down. No black today, no black ink at all, not even the obsidian. Okay, so I did cut down my tartan piece. I didn't actually waste very much at all because I wanted to keep most of it, and it's just smaller than the front of my top fold card. popped it up on some fun foam, some scrap fun foam, and adhered it to the front of the card with some score tape. And then used some matte medium to add my letters on. And this says okay. And do you know what that means? You probably do. Most people do, I would think. It's Scottish. And it means, oh yes. And so I thought, oh yes, happy birthday. So I don't know if that works. To me it does. It sounds right to me. And then I just popped up the sub-sentiment on top of my large sentiment and kept it simple for my masculine card today. So this is part of a hob, so if you're here in January 2020, head to my blog to find out how to win, and also check out the other cards that I've made using some of the awesome stamps from this new release. Don't forget to click on the thumbs up button if you did like this video to let me know that you liked it, and also to subscribe if you haven't already. Till next time, happy paper crafting! Bye!